And welcome back to the People's Court. Final case in the docket. Judge Shineland will not tolerate anyone who takes advantage of children. If this defendant defrauded an 11-year-old, he is gonna get it big time. It's the case of body slamming a kid.
Miter Sahin?
Yes, sir.
Is that you, ma'am? And you are Nubar Sahin?
Yes.
And your son, what's your name?
Anthony.
Anthony?
Yeah.
I read your papers. It appears that you're 11 years old.
Yeah.
It appears as if you went to the defendant's store, Mr. Valinsky. You bought 2 plastic figurines for $15 some odd each. You were going home and you noticed that there was a sticker on it that said $5.99. You told your parents. You went back to the store. You offered to give you a credit. You refused. You went to another place and you bought the same figurines for a third of the price, $5.99.
$4.99.
$4.99. Something you paid $15 for at the defendant's place of business.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what happened here.
Okay. After school, I went to the store with my friend Danny, and I bought these 2 figures.
Okay. Did you deal with this gentleman?
Yeah.
And did you talk to him about what it is that you're going to buy?
Yeah, I said I'm going to wait till these go to Toys R Us. And he said those are very hard to collect and very hard, and they're like exclusive or something, and they're very hard to get. And he said you probably won't find them there. So I went home and I got my
That
bike.
convinced you?
Yeah.
That they were good deals to have?
Yeah.
And you collect these, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. And you went home, you got your money,
Yeah.
you came back, and you paid for these objects that you bought?
Yeah.
Okay. And what happened after you bought them?
Then I was halfway home with my friend Danny on my bike, and I was excited. So I looked at them, and I took them out of the bag, and I looked at them. And over here, it had a sticker that wrote Kmart on it, $5.99, but like black marker over it, but you could see under it very like clearly. So then I went back home and I asked my father to take me back to the store, and they
Did you go back to the store with your father?
Yes.
Okay.
But,
Did your father speak to the people in
Yeah.
the store? You were there?
yeah.
Okay. Let me hear from your father.
Okay.
Tell me what happened after you went back to the store.
I told him, I said, why don't you give his money back? I can go to the other store and buy this for $5.99.
And what did he say to you?
And he said, in this store there is no refund.
Mr. Valinsky,
Yes.
tell me whether or not you sold, or are you Mr. Garcia? Is that you? Mr. Garcia sold objects to this young person, representing them to be exclusive and hard to find and collectible items. Did you tell him that, sir, Mr. Garcia?
When I spoke with Anthony, and Anthony and his friends come in the shop pretty frequently, as well do many of the kids from the school down the
Good
street.
customers?
Yeah. Very
Nice kids?
Nice kids. We talk to them all the
Respectable?
time. Very, very respectable, and have purchased numerous times from the shop before. And we had just received these figures in that day.
Mr. Garcia, did you sell the figures to the young man that just testified and
Yes.
tell him that these were exclusive items, that they're hard to find? Did you tell him that?
They are hard to find. They
Sir?
are not exclusive.
No,
I never said
Very
that.
simple question. You mean
No.
the kid, the young man is making, this nice young man who's a frequent customer who you like and who's respectable and is a nice fella, he's lying to me?
At no time did I ever tell him they were exclusive to our store.
What did you tell him? I'm not saying exclusive to your store, sir. I'm asking you whether or not you used the word exclusive when speaking to this young man.
No, I did not.
What words did you use?
I said they were brand new and very popular and hard to find at the present time. That's all I said. I never said they were exclusive to our store or any other store.
Did you ever notice that the items that you sold to this young man had a sticker on it from another store? Did you ever notice that?
Yes.
And can you tell me, sir, what was the price?
$5.99.
And how much is it that you sold this item to this young man?
It was $15.
It's almost 3 times the price,
Almost.
right? And you tell him this is very hard to find. Listen, after you returned the items to the store with
Yes,
your
sir.
father, did you then go and purchase these same items somewhere else?
Yes.
And do you have them with you?
Yeah.
And what did you buy? The exact same items?
Yeah.
Let me see them, please. Ooh, what What are these things? Superstars. Corporate enforcer. Oh, Big Boss Man. What is that, a wrestler?
Mm-hmm.
And Commissioner Michaels, a wrestler?
Yeah.
Did you sell him Big Boss Man?
Yeah, those were the two.
The
Yes.
exact same items. Well,
Right.
not the exact same, but similar
Same
to these
characters,
two,
yes.
right?
Exact same.
And how much did you pay for the Big Boss Man?
$4.99.
Where did you find it? In China?
No, Toys R Us.
Toys R Us.
Yeah. Yes.
Hard to find, sir. You want to rethink that a little bit while I'm asking them questions? How much did you pay for the Big Boss Man?
$4.99.
And how much did you pay for Commissioner Michaels?
$4.99.
What's so exclusive? And what's so collectible about these items?
There's a large hype on a lot of the new figures that come out. We actually don't pick them up at stores. We get a lot of runners for us that go out and buy things. We pay a premium just to have them in stock early. Once in a while, the stores do end up carrying them if they get a shipment. A lot of the kids come to us if they want to collect them and they want to get them early.
But, sir, he went 10 minutes from your store and he found the exact same item
Yeah.
for 3 times less.
Yes,
That
he did.
doesn't sound very exclusive, does it?
I wouldn't say that those figures are exclusive. It just
No,
at the time they
of
were
course
hard
not.
to find.
Of course they're not exclusive. And they're not very hard to find. You go to Toys R Us, 10 minutes away, and they found them. So what's so hard to find? That's why I asked. I thought maybe the store was in China. That's hard to find.
Yes, sir.
But 10 minutes away on Route 4, that doesn't cut it, right? You agree?
I agree with that.
Mr. Valinsky, the youngster comes back to your store no more than 10 minutes after he purchases these items, right? Right?
Correct.
With his father, right?
Yes.
The father says this is not exclusive. It's not something that he should have bought here. Give him back his money. Here are your items, right?
Yes.
And he gives you back the items that he purchased,
Correct.
right? You take them back,
Yes.
and he says, give me back my money. And what do you say?
Well, we have a store credit only policy.
I don't care about your store policy. Listen about your policy and what it's doing to the store's reputation. Why don't you give the kid back his money? Do you know that he's only 11 years old?
I understand.
Do you know that an 11-year-old cannot form a contract with you that's binding? Do you know that?
Yes.
Why don't you give him back his money?
To be honest, lots of times we don't even pay the shelf.
On the next Access Hollywood.